Hi everyone, Jen Pike here from Simplicity TV and the Simplicity Project. This is a message to all of you moms out there. It is a message of love and compassion, and one where I am saying to you to go easy on yourself, to cut yourself some serious slack. I know how it feels to, oh my gosh, especially in this day and age with everyone's picture book of life being on Instagram and on Facebook, to feel like you're not measuring up, to feel like you're not being a good enough parent, that you're not doing enough for your children, that you don't make the most incredible meals, that you don't, you aren't making things off of Pinterest, that you don't hand sew their clothing. I mean, my gosh, we could sit there and spend an entire day looking at the things and the reasons as to why we could build up this really good case as to why we may not be doing a fantastic job. However, how often, you think of how many times you're sitting there swiping through other people's lives. How often do you do a swipe of your own life? How often do you allow yourself to sit back, to actually look at the children that you have created, these entire little beings that you have birthed, that you have raised, that you have loved and done the absolute best that you can? There is no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting. There's no one style of parenting. You know that, especially if you have multiple children. It's the same DNA from mom and dad creating these children, and you have 2 and 3 and 4 and more children, and none of them are the same. You have to show up differently each and every day. My husband and I look at each other some days and we're like, we hope we're doing a good job. You don't know. It's like the most incredible gift and the most important job you'll ever have in your life that comes with the littlest amount of training and the littlest amount of feedback. You don't get like a job assessment like you would at your work. You don't get paid for it. You don't get a raise. But you get a ton of love and a ton of incredible moments. Don't measure your level of worth or success or goodness as a mom or as a parent based on those types of things. Look into your kids' eyes. Are they safe? Are they clothed? Do they feel loved? Do they laugh? Are they happy? Are they open enough to be upset in front of you, to come to you when there's things going on? Do you provide the best that you can for the food that's on the table? You don't have to try and strive to create this level of perfection. If you were to actually sit down and ask your kids what it is that they want, we did this recently over the holidays and asked our children, if you could have any one thing, what is it that you would love to have? And it was really surprising. Our son, 8 years old, it wasn't anything material. He said, what I'd really love is a day where we wake up in the morning and we stay in our pajamas and we stay cozy all day long. And we each get to choose what we want to have for our meals throughout the day, and we watch movies, and then we play a game at night, and then we all go to sleep. And I was like, oh my gosh, Sam, that's the best idea ever. And it's the same thing with Emerson. She was like, I would just love a day or 4 days as a family where we each get to pick something that we love, and then everybody else comes to that thing that we love, and we all experience together. Now, don't get me wrong. They also asked for Lego and hockey sticks and Shopkins and clothes and makeup and all that stuff too. But the difference in their energy and their tone when they were asking for the experiences and for the moments as opposed to the things and the stuff was not even comparable. And it felt differently taking it on as a parent as well too. So I just want to let you know, you're doing an amazing job. You love those kids more than, the moon and back, and you're doing the very best that you can. And instead of us judging one another or assuming what's happening on the other side of the lens, let's start to celebrate one another. Let's start to lift each other up, to high five each other as parents, and to support one another along the way. Because it doesn't matter who you are, where you live, what your status is, all of us are after the same thing. We want joy, we want happiness, we want love, and we most definitely want more simplicity and more ease in all that we do. Have a great day.